I tie a lot of egg flies, being a steelhead guide. We have migratory fish, so our salmon come in the fall. They're keyed in on eggs. Brown trout are keyed in on eggs. The coho that come in are keyed in on eggs. Everything that lives in the river system are keyed in on eggs. Hey everyone, Brian Pitzer here with the Northern Angler, and we've had a lot of questions and a lot of comments about our fly tying videos. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we just kind of wanted to do an update on our egg fly video. This was one of our first videos that we shot many years ago, and we've had people, they come in, ask questions about it. With all the steelhead guiding I do, it's really important for me to have lots of different colors depending on the conditions, depending on the light, depending on the watercolor. So when I start with my egg flies, I'm going to usually sit down and tie between 50 and 100. I do like the glow bug yarn for my nuke eggs and my rag eggs. If I need to tie a perfectly round egg, the McFly foam works really, really well for that. It's a little bit easier to work with to make those perfectly round eggs. I'm not too worried about round eggs. I want the color and I want it to be representative. I take about this much yarn, I don't know what it is, maybe 3/4 of an inch of yarn, and I cut it. And if you can see here, I have my 3 different colors set up. So what I do at this point is I'm going to divide these up, if I'm tying rag eggs, into 4 pieces. So I'm going to do 4 pieces of chartreuse, 4 pieces of pink lady, and 4 pieces of steelhead orange. And I'm going to lay them out, kind of stack them, right? So each section I'm going to get basically 4 rag eggs out. I'm going to start with a C14S egg hook, and I'll tie this anywhere from a size 2 down to a size 10, maybe even a 12. I'm using Vise 140. I love this. Chartreuse, it really doesn't matter what color you use. White, chartreuse, orange, red. And I simply take a few turns of thread onto the hook. Just a quick short base. And then I take my sections of yarn that I've kind of split up and I just kind of loosely stack them, right? So you can see here, I'm stacking this and I can kind of rotate it. So if I want more orange on the top, or if I want chartreuse on the top, or if I want something a little bit more subtle on the top, I'm simply going to lash this right on top of the hook. I like to run 2 or 3 different colors with this. I figure 8 it, pull this up, tie it off, do a whip finish, trim the thread, and then simply pull this up, pull it tightly, and cut. And I get a perfect little rag egg every time. Super easy to tie. I can sit down here, you can see I can fill this box up pretty quickly. This is a great pattern, especially when the water's low and clear and the fish are pretty skittish and they want to be a little bit more selective. Or highly pressured fish. This is a great spring pattern. Should definitely be in every steelhead angler's arsenal. I take a little piece of egg yarn and I make a ball out of it. And just put it on the hook like so. Move the thread right to the front. This is going to give me that nuclear body, and it just needs to have some color to it. And then I will take a contrasting color, like with that orange, I'll run this little chartreuse veil over the top of it, and I just take a little bit of that egg yarn and I split it out and kind of lay it over the over the nuclear part of the egg. I like chartreuse and orange, pink and chartreuse, lots and lots of different colors. And then I simply pull this veil back, kind of separate it, pull it back over the top, a couple wraps in front, kind of make sure that's evenly covering that little ball of nucleus that I've made. Whip finish. Tie it off, kind of pull this back, trim it, and there is a fantastic nuke egg.